starting lineups are brought to you by Stubbs. Sports fans, when you're traveling, you need one stop that has it all. On I-76, take exit 66A in Wiggins at Stubbs.
Let's all rise for the kickoff.
And we will get to those as we move along here, as we are ready to get this thing kicked off here. Mustangs will kick off to Mountain View, so Mustangs will be on defense first. Nice kick. It looks like it may end up going out of bounds. Oh, it's going to be taken at the 10, the 15, the 20, the 25, out to just short of the 30. And I believe that was taken by Austin Allen. Cam Frost will be the quarterback for the Mountain Lions tonight. Cam Frost is a senior, 26 of 45, 377 yards, 4 touchdowns, 1 interception, 43 carries, 207 yards, and 1 touchdown. So 1 receiver split wide left. 2 receivers to the left. Man in motion is going to be pitched back to Owen Sinich. And that is going to be up to the 32-yard line.
Stop for the Mustangs, number 13, Ben Fritzler.
So that'll bring up a
4-yard gain on the play. Second down.
Out to the 33.
Sinich,
something like that, yeah.
And the other running back is 11, Everett Williamson.
So 2 receivers split wide left. Cam underneath, they're going to put a man in motion, Owen Mensah. And he is going to be taken down in the backfield. Nice job there by the Mustangs, Ben Fritzler, as he will be dropped in the backfield back to the 28-yard line.
Picks up a 3rd and 11.
Yeah. So nice job there by the Mustang defense.
5-yard loss on the play, 3rd down.
Now we'll see if they plan on passing it all today.
2 receivers right, 2 left. Single setback. Everett Williamson. Frost is going to drop back left-handed. He's going to run. He's going to pull it down, but he is not going to get far. Mustangs close in on him quickly with Jordan Perez in on him.
14, Cam
so that'll bring up a 4th down. They're going to give him a yard to the 29, so that'll be 4th and 10.
4th down.
So nice job there by the Mustangs defense.
Always good to get a 3 and out right off the bat. Let's hope the Mustang offense can take this momentum and move the ball.
So receivers for the Mustangs stand about their own 40. Not a good snap, and it's going to be blocked over on the far side, and that's going to be picked up by Jordan Perez, and he's going to run it in, and it's going to be a touchdown. Fort Morgan on the block punt. Have somebody down on the field for the Mustangs. I believe that's Ben Fritzler. Is that Ben? I can't tell for sure.
I don't think so, but I'm not sure. No, it's 40-something.
But Jordan Perez runs it in from about 15 yards out.
Wonder if he's the one that blocked it and just, blocked it with a sensitive part or something.
Yeah.
Sometimes that happens almost.
So the Mustangs take the quick 6-0 lead, but our concern now is for the player out on the field for Fort Morgan. But Jordan Perez with the touchdown.
Not too bad of a home crowd, certainly not overflowing. Probably about 25, 30 people from Mountain View here, which you kind of expect. Are they 2-3 or 3-2?
I think they are 1-4.
1-4 like us?
Yep.
I thought they were better than that.
You said it was 49, and that is Aiden Miraz. Trying to see, must be it.
Injured Mustang number 49, Aiden Miraz Chavez. Hopefully he'll be back on the field soon.
Like a lower extremity injury.
Jordan Perez on the blocked
Cooper Chisholm with the hold.
Return for a touchdown.
See who that is that's kicking. It's been. See if we can get a number on the kicker, but the Mustangs lead at 6-0 on a blocked punt. And waiting on the snap down. Kick is up and good.
The extra point attempt is good.
I'm trying to see. I believe that kicker is going to be Isaiah Ortiz. I believe that was number 23 that lined up there. So the Mustangs lead at 7-0. And the cannon goes off. It wakes us up here in the booth.
Right.
The first quarter is brought to you by Better Electric, covering all electric work from residential to commercial to agricultural. Better does matter. Call 970-521-1030. Anyway, back to the starting lineups. On defense for the Mustangs, cornerback Sincere Coleman, safety Jordan Perez, defensive tackle Frankie Urias, safety Cooper Chisholm, defensive end Ben Chrysler, cornerback Jaden Carrera, along with safety Isaiah Ortiz, linebacker Quentin Alleman, linebacker Aiden Mirage Chavez. We'll see if he continues. He's the one that just came off the field. Defensive tackle Jack Worth and defensive end Broden Jess. And that starting lineup is brought to you by Stubbs.
Let's all rise for the kickoff.
Well, so far we're ahead on the turnovers, and that was one of the keys to the game.
Yep.
Haven't been any penalties.
Nice deep kick's going to be taken about the 13, across the 15, the 20, the 25, and he is going to be hammered. One of the tacklers is going to be Joseph Caravea for the Mustangs. So Mountain View
Kickoff is
will try it once again. The 1st and 10 from the
like the
27.
line.
It's a little
First down.
not quite as good a position as last time. Let's get another 3 and out. Keep this momentum on the Mustang side.
Yeah, they don't have a lot. They're only averaging 6.4 points a game and giving up 37.
Oh, okay. I guess I was looking at Severance and thinking
That could be. Yeah, they're like that. I
3
think.
and 2 or something.
So it's receiver split wide left. Going to put a man in motion. It's going to be a keeper though by Frost around that left end. He's going to cut it back up the middle, and he needs to get him down. He's across the 40. He's going to stutter step and get it out to the 44-yard line.
Cam Frost on the quarterback carry.
So he will run.
8 is good for Mountain Lions first down.
43 carries, 207 yards, and 1 touchdown. So it'll bring up the
17.
1st and 10 from the 44.
And that almost looked like a broken play, like he did get the handoff and he just followed his running back and then wisely cut back. I think he would have been better off continuing to the outside. You never want to cut back in because that's where the rest of the team is coming.
Right, that's where your pressure's coming from. Receiver split wide left once again. 2 setbacks, right and left. It's going to be a handoff up the middle, and that is going to be Williamson.
Number 11,
And
Everett
Siebel gets it
Williamson on
across
the
the
carry.
45 up to the 48-yard line.
And on the stop, number
Gain of
72,
4.
Lionel Zanu.
Gain of, no.
Second down.
Yep, 4.
Okay. So bring up a 2nd and 6.
Looks like their linemen are firing out a little bit better this drive than they did initially.
1st and 10 from their own 44. Bunch to the left. They're going to put a man in motion, and it's going to be a reverse handoff around this right end, and that is going to be Owen
Number
Sinich.
21, Owen Shinu on the reverse.
So he will pick up enough for the 1st down. So
At the 44-yard
1st
line.
and 10 from the 44 of the Mustangs.
And on that play, for you people at home, the quarterback, all the motion was going away, and our defensive end went for the quarterback, and it was a good old cross buck. The other back just cut just inside the quarterback, And the defensive end blew his read on that one.
Yep.
And should have made that tackle.
Man in motion. It's going to be a keeper. It's going to be a handoff up the middle. That's going to be Williamson.
Number 11, Everett Williamson on the carry.
He will get it down to the 41, gain of 3 to bring up a
Helping
second
out
and
the
7.
stop, number 51, Jacob Whitney. Second down.
Jacob Whitney for the Mustangs on the stop.
He hasn't played much defense. He's been mostly our center. Played just offense, so. But he's not hobbling as much. He had an ankle sprain or some sort of ankle injury earlier
Okay.
on. So let's see him out there getting some two-way time.
Receiver split wide left. Frost under center. He's going to drop back left-handed pass, and that's going to be caught. Oh, it's going to be dropped, though, right in the hands of the receiver, King Kinders.
Ball's incomplete.
Should have had that, but he was hit just about the time he caught it, and it was dislodged. I believe that was Sincere Coleman with the hit.
Yeah, I think he still should have caught that. That certainly was a really nice ball by that quarterback. But Sincere did a good job of closing and making the contact, and that's what we need is a play like that to get him behind the sticks a little bit and put some pressure on him.
So 3rd and 7 from the Mustang 41. Tight formation with the receiver split wide left. Going to put a man in motion. Frost is going to look. It's going to be a screen pass. 40 to the 35. It's going to be a first down. Down to the 30. Down to the 25. The 20 along the far sideline. But that screen pass was well executed by the Mountain Lions. So it'll bring up a first and 10.
Number 11, Everett Williamson.
From the 13-yard line.
First down.
28 yards on that pass. That's a nice little screen that worked really well.
So 1st and 10, Mountain View is there on their second possession. The Mustangs do lead it though 7-0 after a block punt. Taken back in by Jordan Perez. Man in motion. It's going to be a handoff right up the middle. And that is going to be Williamson, I believe, once again. Yes, it is. And he will get it down inside the 10 to the 5.
Yards on the run play.
Yeah, it was
Second down.
kind of funny. One of his teammates was right there, saw him right on the line and was raising his hand like it was a touchdown. It's like, sorry, buddy, 5 more yards for that.
And they can get a first down at the 3. So it's 2nd and 2 at the 5. Frost under center. It's going to be a crossbuck, I guess as you would call it. And let's see if they're going to get the first down. It looks like they're going to be just short. It's kind of an inside handoff.
Number 21, Owen Shinyu on the carry.
It's going to be just short, actually. They
3rd down.
no gain.
They just moved it, gave him 1.
Gave him 1. Okay, so it'll be 3rd and 1 from the 4.
3rd down and 1 yard for the Mountain Lions.
Mountain Lions brought in Plews Barrett, a senior running back. Looked like a kind of a heavier guy, so maybe that's their heavy package. They're going to do the push.
Yeah, that's what it looks like. 3rd down. Oh, it looked like they took off. That didn't look right at all, but they didn't throw any flags. Looked like that left end on the offense took off too soon.
There's a flag on the field.
Yeah, well, it came from this side apparently.
And it wasn't working for him.
No.
Mustangs had that stuffed. He did pop it off to the outside, would have gotten the
5
first down by coming around the end, but
3rd down.
So bring up a 3rd and 6 from the 9. But to me, it looked like it was that left end that had taken off. Yet the official on that side didn't throw it. It was the official on this side. But
right.
3rd and 6 from the 9 for the Mountain Lions. Receiver split to the left. It's going to be a drop by Frost, and that's going to be knocked away once again. Sincere Coleman. Sincere Coleman from that safety position out there.
4th down.
So that'll bring up 4th and 6.
Yeah, that was somewhat an ill-advised pass because Coleman could have gotten to that. It's kind of a jump ball for the two of them.
Yep. almost looks like that guy is open sooner. He's waiting just a little bit too long to
Right.
throw that pass, but it's going to be a
Timeout, Mountain Lions.
timeout by the Mountain Lions. The Buckeye Welding Supply, you have questions, they have answers. Our area welders know what sets them apart at 330 South 11th Avenue in Sterling. So slight breeze picking up. I believe that's out of the east. We sit at an angle here to the northwest southeast field. It looks like it's kind of a easterly breeze. But 5:04 left here, first period. The Mustangs up 7-0 after a block punt was taken in by Jordan Perez.
Right, Mustangs quarterback J.J. Marquez is on the sideline warming up, seeing as how they've been sitting idle for the first 13 minutes of this game. Not game time, but actually
Right.
clock time.
We'll see what the defense can do here.
4th down for Mountain View. After the
3
timeout.
receivers to the right, 1 to the left.
I wouldn't be surprised if they're spreading us out trying to get a little bit of a draw or just a quarterback run.
Williamson, lone setback. Quick pass out to the left. It's going to be caught. It's going to be a reverse, and that is going to be down to the
2-yard line.
not down to the 2 or the 1, but it was a pass out, and then it was handed off to a.
Gain is just enough for a Mountain Lions first down.
I'm not sure how to pronounce that name, but it was a
First and
lineman
goal
that
from
came
inside
through
the
and got the
3.
pitch, but it was enough for the first down.
So who originally caught that?
I did not see who the wideouts were. I'm sorry about that. So first and goal from the
Whoever lines up on
The
the
3.
wide out here, I'll give it to him. Hope they're not going to do that then.
So new set of downs here for the Mountain Lions. Going to reset the man to the left side there, Bearing. And it's going to be a handoff and a tackle in the backfield by the Mustangs.
And on the tackle,
It's going to be a loss back
Dylan
to
Pauling.
the 6 or 7. Trying to see just where they're going to mark it.
2nd and goal, ball on the 7-yard
7-yard line, so a loss of 4. The Mustang defense was not fooled on that play. 3:48 and counting here, first quarter. First league game for the Mustangs and for Mountain View.
They're both looking forward to those next 4 games and wanting to get off with this victory tonight.
So receiver split wide left is going to be a quick pass, and that is in and out of the hands. They're saying incomplete. The Mustangs thought it was a
Pass ball
interception on the
incomplete.
deflection, but it goes as an incomplete pass. I believe that number 18 he threw that to, and that was Nair Bearing.
And he got blown up right as he was catching that, and it popped up, and the Mustang had a chance to get to it.
Yep. So it'll bring up a 3rd and goal from the 7. Going to spread it out a little bit, have a receiver in the slot to the left, Tarek Resnick. Going to be out into the get on it, boys. Oh, now they're going to. I thought maybe it was a backwards pass. He took forever to blow that whistle.
That was a backwards pass.
And then all of a sudden they called up and they said it was an incomplete pass. I don't know why.
And of course, we have no
instant replay. Yeah, can't throw the challenge flag.
That was close. That was a good, smart play by the Mustangs to pick that up.
Yeah, because initially that umpire referee on the ref on the far side hadn't made any movement if it was a complete pass or an incomplete pass or if it was a lateral. But once it was picked up, then he called it an incomplete pass. So 4th and 7 here once again for Mountain View. And have a wide receiver split wide right, 2 to the left. Snap back Snap, and it's going to be out there, and it's going to be almost intercepted, but it's going to be incomplete on the left side.
Fastball's incomplete.
Sincere Coleman
Number
once
2,
again out there
Sincere
along with
Coleman.
Isaiah Ortiz. So
Mustangs
turnover
take
on
over.
downs.
First down.
So a nice stop there by the Mustang defense. They allowed the initial first down and then held them again on fourth down. So 3:17 to go here, first period.
And both of Northridge's drives were affected by mistakes. The penalty, pulling them back from being on the 1 yard line to the 6, got them out of their game plan, and then they failed on the next couple plays.
Now put Ortiz out to the right. Fritzler is blown back. It's going to be a pitch to Fritzler around this left end, and he is going to get out across the 15 out to the 17-yard line. That should be a gain of 10. They're going to stop the clock, see if it's going to be a first down. I think the ref on this side is, they're going to be just short, it looks like. So it'll be second and 1.
9.5 yard gain.
We'll say 7 or second one from the 16. Since they're not quite to the 17, but it's not a full yard by any means. So 2 receivers right, 2 left. Dom Marquez, I believe, is the setback. It's going to be a handoff to Marquez over the right side, and he will get enough just barely for the first down, but it will be a first down. Fort Morgan.
Number 25, Dominic Marquez.
So JJ gets to hand it off to little brother. I'm sure they're excited about being able to do that.
Oh, yes.
So first and 10 from the, where'd they get to the 18, 17, I guess.
Yeah, just got that half yard they needed.
Fritzler back in at the running back position next to JJ. Going to be handed off to Fritzler coming around this left end across the 20, the 25, puts his head down.
Number 13, Ben Fritzler.
Ben Fritzler just as soon give you the hit as take a hit, so he just put his head down. Nice job there by that
Is good for a Mustang.
left offensive
First down.
tackle by the Mustangs.
Ball on the 31-yard line.
Yeah, the line's doing a much better job against Mountain View than they've done all year as far as opening up holes and
I believe that was
off the line.
Mael Zanu for the Mustangs leading the way. Once again, it's going to be Fritzler around that right side this time across the 35. He spins. That's a late flag. We'll see what that's all about. Maybe
Number 13, Ben Fritzler on the carry.
face mask, maybe? I don't know. It would be awful late for a hold, I would think. It looks like they're, can't tell, they're pointing to the Mustangs. Looked like he had that ball out there kind of loose. Looked like when he was going over.
Came over. I was worried about that. He needs to not targeting.
Really?
A targeting call against the Mountain Lions.
Wow.
There's
So
no
is that
review on that.
Is that the same here as it is anyplace else? Is he going to be disqualified?
That I don't know, but we will be finding out.
Personal foul targeting.
So he got it out to the 37.
That results in a Mustangs
So
first
6
down.
yards for
Wow.
Fritzler and
Ball on
15
the
for that.
48-yard line.
And no ejection, doesn't look like.
Doesn't look like, they didn't say so in here, into Mountain Lion territory to the 48. Looks like Dom is back in there. No, it's going to be Fritzler. Going to be a drop. They got me confused who's got the ball. Did he? Going to be second down, trying to see who had the ball. I didn't see who else was in there at the backfield. Isaiah Ortiz, possibly. No, it was
That's
Dom.
2-yard gain.
Yeah, it was Dom Marquez.
What was it?
Yeah. So I'll bring up a 2nd and 8 from the 46. Cooper Chisholm split wide left. Isaiah Ortiz to the right. Ben Fritzler, Dom Marquez is the wing back to the left. Going to be a handoff to Fritzler as he comes around this left end across the 45. And there's a flag coming in at the back end.
Right
Right where they hold.
Number 13, Ben Fritzler on the carry.
Yep.
Holding against the Mustangs. That'll be a 10-yard penalty.
That's a spot foul, so it should be 10 from 45. So they'll bring up second at 17. Still not good.
Get you set back behind the chains even further, and it's at least it gives you a couple of downs to try to pick that up. But it was a nice run though by Ben Fritzler.
Second down for the Mustangs.
Second 17 from their own 45. Snap back to JJ, rolls out to his right. He has room to run, and he throws it, and it's going to be caught by Frankie on the far side. They say, I thought he had caught it before he went out of bounds. It looks like they're going to talk about it over on the other side. I don't know how the guy back here could see that, but we'll see what they wave it off.
Well, I know the Mountain View coach is going to say he was out of bounds.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, not trying to disparage these refs, but they're kind of calling it like an NFL game where I don't want to blow the whistle because we're just going to go to instant review anyway and overrule me. So
they call it a catch. So nice job there by Frankie Urias.
First down.
So 1st and 10. After that pass play down to the 37.
So 18 yards on the first pass of the day. Makes up for that hold.
Handoff to Fritzler. He's going to try to spin out of it, but he's going to be dropped for about a 2-yard loss. So looks like it's going to bring up a 2nd and 12 from the 39.
Number 66, Tristan McCrary.
Didn't get the blocking they did. I didn't see maybe Mountain View starting to send a few more backers or whatever it is up to the line. If they do that, it's going to start opening up some pass plays, I would think. And we're going to be run down here to the end of quarter number 1. So the Mustangs lead at 7-0 as we go to quarter number 2 on Morgan County's B106 and the Eastern Plains Sports Network. Brian Nickell, Kevin Rhode back here at Legion Field. Dylan Watson at the controls for us tonight. And as we await the chain gang to get set up on the far side, both teams are ready. Mustangs lead at 7-0 after a block punt returned by Jordan Perez, about 15 yards. Mustangs face a 2nd and 12. More like a 2nd and 11, it looks like. Snap back, going to be a handoff to Fritzler. He goes around that left end, the 35 to 30, and he's going to be just short of the first down, I believe. See where they're going to put him. It will be just short. It'll be 3rd down. And as he got down to the 29.
Best way to describe that run is he ran with reckless abandon. He just threw himself into that tackle and flipping over. Good hard run. We got 2 downs to get 2 yards. We ought to be able to get that.
Yeah, he looks like he's got something on his mind tonight. I mean, he's giving the hits and not taking the hits. Receiver timeout. Fort Morgan called by head coach Harrison Chisholm. Speaking of Coach Chisholm, his assistant coaches are Josh Langford, Jacob Norris, Jim Crackermeyer, Jeff Peterson, Troy O'Connor, Jackson Langford, Tyrone Ortiz, Dusty Quick, Robert Ricks, Joe Hognadel, and Bradley Bartels. Head coach for the Mountain View Mountain Lions is Justin Biss, B-I-S-E. His assistant coaches are Kyle Amons, George Carson, Jerry Cummins, Matt Hall, Kendrick Hamilton, Brett Kenders, Connor Logan, Dan Martin, Jaqueem Robinson, and Marez Tisdo.
Wonder whether Dan Martin is a comedian, like his namesake.
Yeah.
That's going way back for people to remember Martin and Rowan. Or Rowan and Martin.
That's right. So the Mustangs ready to go here. Snap back. Going to be a handoff to Fritzler along this right side. He gets across the 25, spins, gets down to the just to the 21. But that will be enough for the first down.
Gain is good for Mustangs.
So
First down.
now we have an injured
Official
Mountain
timeout.
Lion. Looks like that might be,
An injured Mountain Lion on the
is
field.
it 56?
Yeah, I think so.
Nicholas
58.
Barnhart. We have a 58. We don't have a 58 on
It's got to
here.
be Barnhart then.
They do not have a name, but an injured Mountain Lion
it's
is number
58.
56. Hopefully he'll be back out on the field soon.
Looks
We
like
do have a
he's-
name for 56. We don't have a name for 58.
Correct. But he is up and got up on his own, walking off the field.
He's got a stinger of some kind, you know, where those of us who've played football and other contact sports, where you get hit and you think you're going to die, and then you start to learn that those pains go away after about 30 seconds.
Yeah.
You might as well have just stayed in there and played with it. But sometimes it's debilitating, the pain.
Yep.
Got to take a play off.
Chisholm split wide left. Going to be a handoff to Fritzler once again. Not as much room there this time as he gets it inside the 20, maybe to the 18,
2-yard
maybe the
gain on
19. It'd
play.
be a gain of 2.
In on the
So
stop,
it'll be
number
second
2,
8 from the
Jaden Ferretti.
19.
Second down.
But we know in this area of the field it's going to be a 4-down territory anyway, so.
The cheerleaders are doing some stunts for the fans. They're getting ready for their big competition, I imagine.
Yep. So Chisholm split wide left, snap back over on this far side. It's going to be caught by Isaiah Ortiz as he's going to get it down
Pass
to
is
about the
completed
6.
to number 23, Isaiah Ortiz.
He was split wide right
Gain is good for a Mustang.
and
First
down
down.
to the about the 5. It looks like it's maybe the 6.
Ball on the
But
6
first and
yard
goal.
So you say that was Ortiz?
Yeah, Isaiah
24,
Ortiz.
23.
Yep. As he split wide right once again. Going to be a handoff to Fritzler. He's going to go around that left end if he can bust it through, and he is going to go into the end zone. Is he going to be just, touchdown, Ben Fritzler.
Mustang.
Took him a minute to decide if he had got in, but
Number
Fritzler
13,
goes around that left
Fritzler on
end.
the touchdown run.
Kind of dove for that last bit and ended up getting across the goal line. So Fritzler adds on to the point total here for the Mustangs. I think Frankie Urias is, maybe he's the one that did the first one. Point after try is Chisholm will hold Frankie with the point after try. And it is up and it is good.
Extra point attempt by by Frank Urias.
14-0 with 9:41 left here in the second period. Took them 12 plays. They started that on their own 7.
Yeah.
So 93-yard drive by the Mustangs in 12 plays. Puts it up 14-0. So things looking good for the Mustang offense tonight.
Right, playing mistake-free and blocking, and Fritzer's running hard. JJ is accurate on his passing, 2 for 2, averaging just over 15 yards a catch or pass. So
Yeah, they came prepared tonight.
and with a team like Mountain View, you want to kind of keep on them and take them out, not give them any room to squeak back into it, you know, because you know they've got pride too, so you want to do well. But right now, everything's going wrong for them, and if we can keep it that way, Mustangs will roll to a nice first league victory of the year.
Let's all rise for the kickoff.
So the Mustangs ready to kick it off, and that will be Irvin Melendez Corona kicking off for the Mustangs. Receivers back about the 15. That's going to be a squib kick, and let's see if they finally do get on it. They do about the 31. I don't know if that was planned, trying to keep it out of their receivers. We'll see what they talk to Melendez when he comes off to the side, but it will be first and 10 for the Mountain Lions from their own 31.
Yeah, and that last drive for the Mountain Lions was really good. It was 11 plays, and they drove all the way from the 27 down to the 2 at one point. Ended up giving up the ball at the 7.
Yeah, they had that one illegal procedure or motion, whatever it was, that set them back, and that really killed them on that when they got down close.
But even then, it was 2nd down and 7.
Yeah.
I don't know why they went away from their run game.
Bunch receivers to the left. Frost under center with the receiver split to the right. Pitch to the left. Nice job there on this right end, and that is going to be Isaiah Ortiz with the tackle. And that will be a loss back to the 30, be a loss of 1, so it'll bring up 2nd and 11. A nice job by Isaiah Ortiz.
That's the 3rd time the Mustangs have got a tackle for a loss.
Receiver going wide right is Kane Kenders. Bunch of receivers here to the left once again. Going to motion Bearing to the right. Under center, they're going to put a man in motion. It's going to be a pitch. And nice job there by the Mustangs as they bring Owen Sinich down back to the 26-yard line, 25-yard line, but back to the 26.
Third down for the Mountain Lions.
That'd be a loss of 4, so we'll bring up a 3rd and 15.
Yeah, now the defense is smelling the blood, and they're just getting after it, and that's all we need to do. A really good defensive plan by Coach Langford, as always.
Yeah, he's always been an excellent defensive coordinator. So 2 receivers split wide right, 1 to the left. Single setback, Frost under center. Puts a man in motion right to left, and somebody moved. I thought maybe the Mustangs had moved, but maybe they were drawn off. Actually, the referee in the backfield is the one that threw one of them. Dead ball. It's going to be offsides on the Mustangs. So it'll be a free 5 yards.
I think he saw the far line judge throw his flag. The line judge here, I guess, threw it later too, because I was watching him and he did not throw his initially.
So I'll bring up a 3rd and 10 from the 31.
It's not the first mistake by the Mustangs as far as penalties go.
Yep. Maybe Frost changed up his cadence a little bit, drew him off.
Yeah.
A 3rd and 10 for the Mustangs. Kenders is going to be wide left. Bunch of receivers to the right, single setback with Frost under center. It's going to be a fake pitch. He's going to keep it as he rolls out. It's going to be thrown. It's going to be almost intercepted by Isaiah Ortiz, but it was just behind him. He got a hand on it but couldn't control it. So an incomplete pass brings up 4th down.
Yeah, he was just thrown a little bit behind where he was running. He had to reach back and couldn't quite bring it in. That would have been, if he could have caught that in stride there, no one would have caught him.
So Mustangs, looks like that Dom Marquez about the 35 and
a short one on defense.
1, 2, 3, 4. Yep. Going to get Kinzer Smith out there. Not a good punt, and I don't know if they've touched it. They need to get on it though, and that is going to be Aiden Brown.
Hold on to that ball, Aiden.
Let's see if they were calling. I think he called him down at the 43, 44-yard line.
To the 43-yard line, I believe.
Sometimes those punts, they're not deep, but with the way they roll around, then you try to pick it up and you kind of fumble it around. So some of those, sometimes they're more productive than a long punt. But 7:19 to go. Second period, the Mustangs up 14-0, and this will be their second possession. 1st and 10 from their own 44. Receiver split to the left. It's going to be a handoff to Fritzler once again, as he's going to get it across the
Number 13,
45
Fritzler
out to
on the
the 49-yard line.
5-yard gain on the play. 2nd down.
Tough yards there for a tough kid, that's for sure, as they get it out to the 49. Gain of 5, bring up 2nd and 5.
And he's getting the lion's share tonight, 9 carries out of 11. The other 2 going to Dom Marquez.
Isaiah Ortiz split wide right. Single setback. It's going to be a handoff to Fritzler around that left end across the 45, the 40, the 35. He spins and gets down to the 30 of Mountain View. Broke a couple of tackles on that far left side. Got some nice blocking out there. And
is good for a
picked it up down to the 30.
First down.
Yep, nice 21-yard run. That's the longest run from scrimmage. Longest play from scrimmage. Next longest is JJ's first pass to Urias.
So 1st and 10, Isaiah Ortiz split wide right. Trying to see who that is split out there to the left. Might be Knowledge Harris. Going to be a handoff on this quick side to Aiden Brown, and
in the backfield by number 24,
he is going to be brought down in the backfield.
It's Jaden Carrera, 14, that was out there.
Okay, thank you. Cooper Chisholm comes in for him.
2nd down.
So who ran that ball? Fritzler?
Fritzler, yep. No, Aiden Brown.
Aiden Brown.
Yep.
Lost 4, huh?
So 2nd and 14 from the 34. Dom Marquez is going to be, well, this is a new one. They have 4 receivers. That was weird. Dom came out. That was, I wasn't sure you were allowed to do that, but it passed downfield, and it's going to be incomplete to.
Pass ball is incomplete.
To Frankie. Now a late flag. I don't know if that was number 18. We'll see who that is going to be on.
It's going to be a personal foul against someone.
Yeah. Unsportsmanlike on.
Unsportsmanlike conduct against.
That'll be a free 15 for the Mustangs.
That's a huge mistake because you're looking at 3rd and 14, and you basically give them a first down and 15 yards. So it's dead ball after, so the incomplete still counts.
That does result in a
So that will be
Mustangs first down.
first down, 1st and 10 from the,
Ball spot at the 19.
I'm going to say the 19. I didn't count how many were out there, but Dom came running off. You know, in pros and stuff, you can't break a huddle with more than 11.
Right.
And he came, I thought he was going to set up out here to the left. And
it's the same rule, I think, in high school. I think the coaches next door were really upset.
Yeah.
And officials did not catch that.
Waiting for the chain gang. They're getting set up on the far side. 2 receivers to the right. That's Jordan Perez. And who is that out here? Is that Maverick? It's not Maverick Glenn out here, is it? Or is that
88.
Is that 88? Okay.
Rhode and Jess.
Yep. Snap back, and it's going to be a handoff, inside handoff to Fritzler around that left side. He's going to be brought down. No, he wasn't. They're going to say he was down. I wasn't sure his knee went down, but
Ben Fritzler on the
he
carry.
gets it down inside the 20. And, he was already inside the 20. He gets it down to about the 17. It'll be a gain of 2. So bring up a 2nd and. Saying 2nd and 6. I don't think that's quite 6. No. Maybe 2nd and 7.
7.5. We're going to give them 2 yards on that run.
So 2 receivers split wide right. Fumbled by Marquez. Picks up deep pass, and that is going to be incomplete. And then caught. Are they saying it was a completion after the deflection? Touchdown, Fort Morgan.
Touchdown, Mustangs.
And that was Broden Jess. It was out of my sight for just a minute, but it was deflected by Mountain View. And then Broden Jess with the touchdown reception in the end zone. I think the refs had to get together. Now what are they? They're getting together to talk about something. I don't think they can review it now since they've already given.
The two guys that were closest to it got together and made the decision. I don't think they can really go against that.
Yep, they discussed it again though. It's still a touchdown. Once a touchdown, always a touchdown here tonight, I guess. So.
Yep. Well, like I say, keep them down, right? Keep pounding it to them.
Yep. So the extra point try by Frankie Rias. Down, kick is up, and we'll see. It is good. 3 for 3 tonight.
Attempt by Frank Urias is good.
PAT is good. 21-0 Fort Morgan. It's 4:27 to go here in the second quarter.
Yeah, and that's it's nice to hear that cannon go off so much. I don't think we've heard that much all season. Guess maybe they scored 3 times one of the other games. So.
It's been nice. Well, we got one more home game, and that's against Pomona. 3 weeks, I believe, from tonight. The next 2 games will be on the road.
Speaking of Pomona, they're visiting our friends up in Roosevelt tonight.
Oh, are they?
But that's a slobber knocker.
That should be a good game there. This second quarter is brought to you by Sydney Regional Medical Center. Don't let an injury keep you out of the game. Learn more at sydneyrmc.com.
Of course, that game didn't start till 7:30, and both of those teams, not being from this area, whether they will let Colorado Preps know the scores or not. I'd have to go to Max Preps and look at it.
Let's all ride
Mustangs
for the kickoff.
with 3 touchdowns tonight, lead at 21-0. Last one comes to a deflected pass to Broden Jess in the end zone from 16 yards out. Another squib kick, and that is going to end up going out of bounds about the 19, so they'll bring that up to the 35, I believe. But that's about their starting average starting here for the Mountain View anyway. It's been like the 31, 35, 33 in there someplace, so it'll be 1st and 10. Mountain View, 4:27 left here, second quarter.
That's actually their best starting position by 4 yards.
So our halftime tonight, we will just keep it here tonight. We have homecoming royalty tonight that we will catch with the PA announcer and have some homecoming information. So the Mountain View is going to call a timeout. Now they did the same thing. They broke the huddle. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, there's 11. So there was 12. So both teams have done it, and no flag. So maybe high school you can do that. I don't know.
I think it's legal substitution.
Yeah,
because you have to let them know who's going to be out there playing. Not that at this level you're checking personnel groups and say, oh, well, they're in their passing personnel versus their running personnel.
But it's like when the Mustangs did it, when Dom came off, you know, their defense was, they thought there was going to be, I thought there was going to be 4 receivers over here, so they were having to bring somebody else over here.
Right.
Then he comes off the field, and that guy who was going to cover him has to go back to his position. So, I don't know, they've both done it tonight and haven't flagged either one of them, so I guess they're even up right now on that one. So
the proverbial makeup call.
1st and 10, Mountain View left with the timeout.
Mountain View 1st and 10 from their own 35.
Well, Mountain View definitely, speaking from their side, they need to get at least enough of a drive to eat up the clock and not go down 28-0 at half.
Yep. So Frost in the shotgun formation, 2 receivers right, 2 left. He's going to drop back, roll out to his left, and that is going to be caught. I don't know if he got, they're going to say 2 feet in.
Passes
at
completed to number
the
0, Austin Allen.
just short of the 45, so it's going to be
9-yard
second
gain
down
on the
and
play.
1.
Second down.
So we'll just say second and 1 from the 44. It's about really
Must
second,
not
about a
have
half a
him.
yard. But
They don't have him on the
who was
roster.
that?
0, I think.
I have an Austin Allen as a 0.
Allen.
Up Fort Morgan offsides. That's going to be an automatic first down for the Mountain View, and that was Alonzo Cardenas that jumped for the Mustangs. See what they're talking about here. Dead ball. Yep, it's going to be on Fort Morgan, so that'll be a first down.
Defense, that'll be a 5-yard penalty, resulting in a first down.
So first and 10 from the just short of the 50. Should be between the 49 and the 50.
He's just going to move it up to the
Yeah,
50.
move
Like
it
I
up to the
told you
50,
that one
yeah.
time, they just go up to the nearest marker. And
So 2 receivers right, 2 left, single setback next to Frost. Snap going to drop back, and he was hit just about the time he threw it. It's going to be complete down inside the Mustang 45. It's going to be right at the 45, and that will be to King Kenders.
Sincere Coleman. 5-yard gain on the play.
So they'll bring up a second and 5 from the Mustang 45.
nice little drive that they've got going now.
2 receivers right, left. Going to throw it out into the flat out to the right side. And he's going to break a tackle to get down inside the 45 to the 42, 43. It's going to bring up a third down.
Everett Williamson. Gain of about 3 yards on the play. Third down.
Who caught that? 11, right?
Yeah. Yep, Williamson. So they're saying third and 2, excuse me, from the 43. 2 receivers right, 2 left. Williamson to the right of Frost. Snap back. Going to be a keeper around that right side, and he is going to get first down territory as he sneaks down to the 36-yard line.
Frost on the carry.
So they'll bring up a first and 10 for Mountain View.
The 36-yard line.
First and 10 from the Mustang 36. Down to 3 minutes left here, second quarter. Mustangs lead at 21-0. Single, and they're going to bring 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Frost shotgun formation. Williamson to his left. Going to drop back. Going to roll out to his left. He didn't contain on that far side. He's going to get down inside the 30, and he's going to scamper out of bounds at about the, mark it about the 30, 29. See where they finally put it down at.
Second down.
So they'll bring up a second and 4.
Fort Morgan's got to get back their defensive intensity.
Yeah, I don't know who that defensive end was out there. It might be Frankie, but once he followed him in over on this side, then Frost was able to take off to the right with no containment out there. So 2 receivers right, 2 left. Frost under center, single setback is Williamson. Going to be a handoff to Williamson as he is going to pick up, I believe, will be enough for the first down. I'm going to stop the clock here and see if they
the 26-yard line.
gave him the first down.
Gain is good.
First and 10 from the 26. This will be their 4th first down here of this drive. 2:28 to go in counting here, second quarter. 2 receivers right, 2 left. Shotgun formation being pressured, and he is going to escape out to the left. He's going to float that pass, and it's going to be a good reception, I believe. And that will be to Austin Allen.
Passes will incomplete.
I wasn't sure he had both feet in, but well, in high school, you only,
It's 2.
it's 2 feet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
It's only 1, right?
I don't know.
Prozit's got to be 2.
Yeah, he came down with the 1. He must have been saw him bobbling it because.
Yeah, they must have changed their mind because it's 2nd and 10.
Yeah, it's.
Somebody overruled him. Somebody.
Well, he called it incomplete there, right?
Oh, did he? Oh,
Yeah.
okay. I thought he had said it was a complete pass. My bad.
But he was there, you know, and who knows whether he saw the ball bobbling and didn't have control.
So 2nd and 10. Deep pass down that right sideline, and that is going to be excellent
Pass ball's incomplete.
defense there, and that
Number 14,
is going to be Jaden Carrera.
Yeah, you
Third
can
down.
you can run right in front of him, and you have your right to that position.
Yep. So it brings up a 3rd and 10 from the 26. They've kind of Mountain View's kind of stumbled here on this part of this drive after they had been moving it right down the field as they started from their own 35 after the kickoff went out of bounds. So 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Williamson set back with Frost in the shotgun formation. Going to be Frost. He's going to roll out to his left. He was almost taken down. Now there's going to be a.
Pass ball's incomplete. We do have flags on the field.
Oh man,
Now
must,
another
yep.
one. And that's going to be, I believe that will be on on Allen, I believe. I don't know what the first one was. I don't know.
I think
if it
Allen was offensive pass
interference.
interference, and then he came back and headbutted him,
Yeah.
which to me should be throwing him out.
Yeah.
But
The Mustangs need to be smart. They don't need to get up in their face, though. So
no.
we'll see what the discussion comes to with 2:02 left here, 2nd quarter. The Mustangs lead 21-0. That was a 3rd and 10 from the 26.
I'd decline the pass interference because then they lose the down.
Right.
It's an incomplete pass. And then put the 15 on as 4th and 25.
Right. Pass interference on the Mountain View. Oh, face mask, and then dead ball, personal foul. Dead ball. They're going to call it both ways, so everything washes.
Oh,
Really? Oh, then there's.
We had a total of 4 fouls on the play. All
the Fort Morgan kid didn't do anything.
No.
He stood there, and the other guy came up and headbutted him, and he didn't back off. But he stood there. Maybe he said something. But that's the call that was made.
So that'll bring up 3rd down again. Everything was a wash. So 3rd and 10 from the 26 once again.
Zero was lucky they didn't actually see him headbutt him because I think he would have been out.
So two receivers left, 2 right. Williamson next to Frost in the backfield. Snap back. Frost trying to set it up for the screen pass, and it is going to go nowhere. As it is.
Stop is made in the backfield.
Musafelli is the kid's name from Fort Morgan.
A loss of about 5 yards on the play.
Still 31. Yep.
Bringing up 4th and 15.
Timeout, Mountain View.
From the 31, that screen pass worked the first time they tried it, but it did not work that time. The Mustangs had that sniffed out.
Well, I'm sure after the first time, you know, Coach Langford, when he had the defense on the side, said, you know, that's where we practice, that if they're all letting you in really easy, someone has to play first. And usually it was like the nose guard because that way they could cover both sides. But that was a linebacker coming up on that play. That was just really well read. So you need to come up with your best 16-yard play or 15-yard play.
15, yep, from the 31, yep. So Rush leads Sterling at halftime 42-0.
Wow.
And I'd understood they thought that would be a close game, but that's a running clock already at halftime in Sterling. And that's at
4th
Sterling.
down for Mountain View after the timeout.
So 1 receiver split wide right, 3 to the left for the Mountain Lions. Frost awaits. He's going to drop back, drops out to his left, being hounded, and it's going to be caught and hit. Hopefully it's not a late That was 4th down. Why would you throw it short?
Pass is completed on the near sideline of number 5.
That was,
Max Jeffrey.
yeah,
Yeah.
It is not enough for a first down.
it was complete, but it was only to
Mustangs
the
take over.
25.
First down.
It's only a 6-yard pass.
Yep. So 1:38 to go.
Did you catch who caught that?
I did not.
I'm going to give it to Allen.
So
Not
first
that
and,
we worry that much about the stats for them. And for you guys listening, ours are very unofficial stats that we
Yes.
give you.
so 1st and 10 from the 25. Frankie with some room to run, and he gets it out almost to
Number 7, Frank Uriah.
first down territory, but not quite. It'll bring up a second
9 yards on the play.
second
down.
one from the 24. So Frankie getting a little running back time. 3 receivers to the left. Cooper Chisholm going to the left. 3 receivers to the right. Fritzler in the backfield with JJ. It's going to be a handoff to Fritzler. Does the spin move, and he will get the first down out across the 35. So that will stop the clock
13, Ben
momentarily
Fritzler on the carry.
with 1:03.
It is good for Mustangs. First down.
So 1st and 10 from the 35.
Mustangs calling a timeout.
Timeout,
I believe
Mustangs.
that's their second. They should have one left.
Right.
If you're confused by the way the rankings work, don't worry. The Eastern Plains Sports Network has you covered. Every Tuesday, we bring you Blacketology on our Spotify channel. Ben Blackett breaks down the rankings and what all the numbers mean in a way that's easy for you to understand. Blacketology is presented by Agricultural Accounting. You're a producer, not an accountant. Let them plow through your paperwork. Visit agman.co today to set up a consultation. Urias and Chisholm split wide left. Jess and Ortiz to the right. Fritzler in the backfield behind
down.
JJ with 1:03 to go. 1st and 10 from their own 37. Mustangs lead at 21-0. Snap back, throw out here to the right to Ortiz, and he is going to step out of bounds, I
Pass
believe.
is completed to number 23, Isaiah Ortiz.
Brought down by
number
Owen
4,
Mensah. So it brings up a 2nd and 5
Gain on the play. Second
from the
down.
40. 56.4 seconds. See if the Mustangs can drive it down the field here in the last minute. Put another score on the board. 2 receivers right, 2 left. JJ is going to pull it down. He's going to throw it downfield, and it is going to be, could have been intercepted, and it was not. 2 Mountain View Mountain Lions had to go through their hands. I think he was trying to get it to Isaiah Ortiz, who had got behind it, but it was well underthrown.
Third down.
So now 3rd and 5 from the 40.
With how much time left?
48.2. So they need to pick up a first down here. They'll end up having to give it back to Mountain View. Chisholm split wide left, going to be snapped back to JJ. That's going to be their on-screen pass, and there's a flag in the backfield. Fritzler will get the first down, but I'm afraid it's going to come back.
Number 13, Ben Fritzler.
On the screen.
Holding on the offense.
So that will be a
10-yard penalty.
10-yard penalty on the Mustangs. So that was, you're not supposed to hold on a screen pass. You're supposed to let them come by. That's the whole purpose of the screen pass. Anyway, it'll be a 10 from the 40s. That'll be back to the 30s. That'll bring up
3rd and a long time. I think you just want to
Yep.
maybe kill the clock at this point. I don't know if Mountain View has any timeouts left. I think they used both of theirs. They used the one early and then used 2 more during that drive.
So 3rd and 17 from the 30, and they're in no hurry to get up to the line. It doesn't look like. We're down to 23 seconds and counting here in the quarter. Gonna split Fritzler out to the right. JJ drops back. It's going to roll out to his left. Hang on to that ball, buddy. Don't get rid of it. Don't drop it. Down to 10 seconds, 9 seconds. Stay in bounds, and he's going to end up going out of bounds. That was almost up.
JJ Marquez on the carry.
I wonder if they're going to call that on 11, or are they going to call that on Isaiah Ortiz for the push in the back?
Let's see what they're going to call. He didn't see it. He wasn't reaching for it, but the defender complained to him, and he called the flag.
Yeah. 6.9 seconds. Wasn't enough for the first down. Only third, though. Let's see what the call is. Harrison Chisholm talking to the ref about it. Yeah, it was. He didn't throw it right away. Like you said, the player came over and said, he just pushed me in the back. Oh yeah, he did. Throw the flag.
Well, maybe he saw it out of the corner of his eye, and that just reminded him that he saw it. I don't know.
Really good block in the back against the Mustang.
Makes it third down again.
Yeah, give him one more shot with 6.9 seconds. But it's going to be. They gained 2 yards on the play from the 32. So it would be 3rd and 15. Mustangs. Looks like they will kneel on it. And they will, and that is how this half will come to an end. We'll see how long it takes them to get going here on the halftime show is brought to you by Equitable Savings and Loan. Borrow your money and do your banking with people you know and people who know you. Stop by one of their locations across the plains or visit equitable-savings.com. We're going to send it back to the studio for a couple of minutes as they get things set up here at Legion Field with the Mustangs leading at 21-0 on Morgan County's B106 and the Eastern Plains Sports Network. Brian Nickell, Kevin Rhode back here at halftime. We usually have a special by Ben Blaga, but tonight it is homecoming here in Fort Morgan. And they are getting ready to announce some of the royalty, and we will pick it up with the PA announcer. So we will send it to our PA announcer. So here we go.
We want to welcome Kaylin Resendiz and Liamaya Solinsky. Kaylin attends Pioneer and was chosen because of her commitment to learning, leading, and kindness. Liamaya attends Green Acres and was chosen for always being hardworking, his leadership, and for always showing great character. Congratulations to our many Mustangs. Now let's introduce our Mustang royalty. Up first, Elizabeth Whitney is being escorted by Carlo Emil Basali. Elizabeth Whitney is the daughter of Brian and Janie Whitney. She is a member of FBLA, National Honor Society, Fellowship of Christian Students, Knowledge Bowl, Student Senate, Yes-O, 4-H, and 4-H County Council. Elizabeth plans to take an extra year to finish her Associate of Arts degree at MCC while continuing to work for the Parks Department. She is considering the possibility of continuing her education toward a degree in landscaping. Her favorite high school memory is during the 2024 homecoming dance, when Elizabeth and 4 other students started a line dance, and halfway through, 30 more students had joined in. Carlo Emil Basali is the son of Felaru Basali and Flora Baba. Carlo has been involved with Student Senate, many Mustang mentors, Diversity Club, soccer, basketball, as well as track and field. He wants to attend a D1 college to play basketball and major in computer science technology. His favorite high school memory was getting his first in-game poster dunk and seeing his teammates in the crowd hyped. Next, we have Kenzie Rao being escorted by Marquise Clay. Kenzie Rao is the daughter of Jennifer Johnson, Jason Rao, and stepfather Jacob Johnson. She participates in volleyball, is president of Drama Club, Morgan High Singers, Jazz Choir, Student Senate, Mustang Pride, GSA, Mighty Mustang Mentors, is Editor-in-Chief for the yearbook, School Board Representative, Musical Theater, Gifted and Talented, October Student of the Month, accepted to participate in Patriot League Honors Choir, and accepted to participate in Combined League Honors Choir. Kenzie plans to go to a 4-year college and plans on majoring in either nursing or nutrition. Along with that, she plans on also getting her esthetician license over the summer so she can work while in college. A fun fact about Kenzie is that she joined musical theater by accident and fell in love with it. Marquise Clay is the son of Heather Castro and stepdad Joe Castro. Marquise is the co-founder of Mini Mustang Mentors, FLOW, Fitness Life Opportunity Wellness, project founder, president of GSA, head volleyball manager, head girls basketball manager, head tennis manager, member of the District Health Advisory Committee, Student Senate, member of FCCLA, member of LULAC, member of Spirit Club, member of Yearbook, senior class president. His future plans are to attend college in Florida and double major in sports management and early childhood education to find a career that combines the business side of sports and working with kids. His favorite quote is, "How you live your life is your business, but just remember our minds and our hearts are given to us once." The movie, Call Me By Your Name. Next, we have Carly Wallace being escorted by Rhode Jess. Carly Wallace is the daughter of Brenda and Jason Wallace. She participates in varsity tennis, National Honor Society, Spirit Club, Mini Mustang Mentors, GSA, girls basketball manager, and yearbook. Her future plans are to attend CSU to study psychology. A fun fact about Carly is that she works at Pepe's Coffee. Rhode Jess is the son of Katie and Jeremy Jess. He plays football and basketball. Rhode plans to study animal biology at the University of Wyoming next year. A fun fact about Broden is that he loves spending time outdoors. Last but not least, we have Taylor Kuntz, escorted by Nathan Whitney. Taylor Kuntz is the daughter of Heath and Aaron Kuntz. Taylor is a member of Student Senate, president of National Honor Society, plays in jazz band, secretary of Fellowship of Christian Students, in yearbook, and was the September Student of the Month. Her future plans are to attend Colorado Mesa, where she will major in business, and then move on to get her esthetician license. Taylor has been a competitive and recreational dancer for Candy's Dance Academy for 15 years. Nathan is the son of Kelly and Sarah Whitney. He is involved in FFA and Gifted and Talented. After high school, he plans on finishing his precision ag degree at MCC and going to work on the family farm. A favorite high school memory is driving to the job site with Mr. Ditter. We would like to thank the Flower Peddler for donating the flowers to the Queen, and McDonald Toyota for allowing us to use their trucks for the parade earlier today. Can we get a stampede for our homecoming court? And now the moment you've all been waiting for. This year's homecoming king is Carlo Emil Vasali. And this year's homecoming queen is Carly Wallace. Congratulations to our king and queen, Carlo and Carly.
Okay, that brings that to a close for homecoming king and queen. The king was Carlo Baselli and queen was Carly Wallace. So congratulations to them. Congratulations to everybody that was nominated and participated tonight. So we will send it back to the station for another break, and we will have some numbers when we come back. The Mustangs lead at 21-0 on Morgan County's B106 and the Eastern Plains Sports Network. Brian Nickell and Kevin Rhode back here at the field for the coming up on the end of the halftime festivities. Dylan Watson back at the studio for us. I think Kevin got an update on the Wiggins score.
Yep, they were losing 12-7 to Yuma at halftime. See if any of those other scores have updated. Doesn't appear to be.
So Mountain View will receive.
Rush is, did you say 42-0 at half?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't seen an update since, so
Well, it's running halftime as well as clock.
yeah. So it's probably done, so.
All right.
So
So start off with an onside kick.
Yeah.
Down 21-0. What do you have to lose, right?
So the Mustangs will start off with their first possession.
Rise for the kickoff.
Got Frankie back along with Dom Marquez, it looks like, on the near side. Yeah, I wouldn't put it past them. I mean, if anything to try to shake it up here a little bit. Well, it's going to be a deep kick, and it is going to go to Frankie as it gets it on the bounce. It's the 15, the 20, the 25, the 30. Gets on the outside. He'll get it up to the 35, and then finally rolled over and out to about the 36.
Stopped around the 36-yard line.
First and 10 Mustangs from their own 36. Good field position to start it off.
Wonder if they'll keep up with that about 3-to-1 ratio of runs to passes. Probably ahead, you're probably going to want to run it as much as
I would
possible, as long as
think
you
so.
don't get behind the chains.
Frankie comes out. Fritzler to the left of JJ at the shotgun formation. Going to be a handoff to Fritzler. He tries to get out to the right side. He's going to be, maybe he's going to get back to the line of scrimmage, maybe just short, and then there's going to be a flag. He's still fighting over there. He's not down yet.
Number 13, Ben Fritzler.
But there's a flag at about the 34. It's going to be holding on the Mustangs. That'll set him back 10. It'll be first down. It'll be first and 20. Ben finally fought out to the 40, but that's going to be nullified. So that will bring up first down once again. And that will be from the 30. Mark.
And in that play, you know, it looked like they were going to stop them. They were piled up in the back. And I know that you want to try and do something heroic to maybe break them free or whatever. But that play's dead. You've lost your yards, not compounded by another penalty. That's a really bad way to start the first drive of the second half. Let's hope the Mustangs can recoup.
So first and 20 from the 26 is going to be to Aiden Brown. And he's going to do some little jigging there, and he's going to end up losing a yard. So they bring JJ out for a minute and run Aiden Brown. That's, you know, going to be just short. He's almost back to the 25. Well, they're still calling it second and 20.
Second down for the Mustangs.
Yeah.
So second and 20 from the 26. JJ back in. Cooper Chisholm near side. Three receivers to the right. Snap back. JJ's going to roll out to his right. Hounded back there, pass downfield, and in and out of the hands, and ends up falling to the ground. But in and out of the hands of Frankie Rias. It was tipped, but Mountain View could not come up with it, thank goodness. So to bring up a third and 20 from the 26. So see if they try to want to pick it all up, or if they're going to play it safe and then try to punt the ball away. Chisholm near side once again. Broden Jess, Isaiah Ortiz, and Frank Urias to the right. Snap back, JJ. Deep pass down this left sideline, and it's there for Chisholm, and he gets it at the 35, at the 30, at the 25, at the 20. Nice job there by JJ and Chisholm to hook up. But he laid it right in there to Cooper Chisholm. Chisholm just went straight down the field, and JJ laid it right into there. Down to the 20-yard line.
That's a 54-yard pass right on the ball there.
So 1st and 10 Mustangs from the Mountain View 20. Sincere Coleman checks in. Broden Jess comes out. Beautiful play on a 3rd and 20 for the Mustangs. 3 receivers to the right. Chisholm to the right, or to the left, excuse me. Snap back is going to be handed off to Ben Fritzler. He's going to pitch it to JJ, and he is going to maybe get back to the line of scrimmage. Fritzler was being held up, he was trying to pull out of his uniform, so he pitched it back to JJ, and it's going to be a 2nd and 10.
Second down.
So no loss there.
Not a very advisable thing to do when you're tackled by 3 guys and thrown around, but worked out for him.
So it's going to be Jaden Carrera to the left now. 3 receivers to the right. JJ's going to roll out to his right and escapes a couple of rushers, and then gets it into the hands of Fritzler, and he is going to finally go down just short of the 15, I believe. I wish he would hold that ball just a little bit tighter. He starts getting the flip around there. That ball is out in the open. But so far tonight he has not put it on the ground, so it'll bring up a 3rd and 6 from the 16. 4 down territory here for the Mustangs. Pick up 6 yards. 2 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. Fritzler to the right of JJ. JJ's going to roll out, and to Fritzler as he's got it down at the 10, down to the 5, and then there's going to be a flag at about the 5. I didn't see anybody else over there.
Maybe you're not allowed to hurdle.
It's a possibility.
I know it used to not be allowed in college and pros.
Let's see if that's, I don't know what the sign is for that. If they were, I don't know if they call it unsportsmanlike conduct or if it's. But he did jump over the defender over there. I didn't see if they had given him the into the end zone or not, or if he had come up just short, but it was 3rd and 6 from the 16. Mustangs lead at 21-0, 8:46 to go here, 3rd period. As the referees continue to chit-chat at the 50. Oh, there's a flag at the 15-yard line. I did not see that initially. So that is declared personal foul Fort Morgan. That had to have been the hurdling, I would guess.
A personal foul against the Mustangs.
I didn't see anything else happen over there. Nope. Nobody got. It wasn't a late block. It wasn't a late block or anything. So maybe you cannot hurdle in. So they're going to mark it off from the spot of the foul, I guess. So it's going to be back to the 23-yard line. So it'll bring up a 3rd down.
3rd down.
About 13. From the 23. Snap back is going to be to Frankie. He's going to come around this left side at the 20, at the 15, at the 10, at the 5. Touchdown. Frank Urias on the screen pass from JJ. As he found room on this left side.
Number 7, Frank Urias on
that 23-yard pass from JJ Marquez. So nice job there by the Mustangs.
I sure thought he was going to go the other way because he had blocking all that to the right.
Yeah.
And I thought, man, just go. And all of a sudden he cut it back the other way, but he was able to get past all of them and worked out okay for the Mustangs.
So 27-0, 8:21 to go. Don Marquez, yeah, that time they threw the flag. Let's see what they'll have to set it back 5 yards. Dead ball. Oh, what? Oh, it was offsides on. Apparently you can leave. Apparently you can leave the huddle with 12, because that was offsides on Mountain View.
Half the distance to the goal line. Repeat the try.
So they never snap it. We'll see if they get lined up here.
Yep, so in high school football is a personal foul if you hurdle.
Yeah, that's what it was. So Frankie with the point after try. Snap down, kick up, and good for the Mustangs. 28-0.
Extra point attempt by Frank Urias.
As the Mustangs take it down to 8:21.
A flag after the play.
A flag, where is it at? Oh, there is a flag about the 10. Dead ball, unsportsmanlike on Mountain View. Oh, an ejection.
Unsportsmanlike conduct with an ejection against Mountain View.
Wow.
Well, oh, but he's not happy. He's throwing his helmet over there. Looks like that's 18, maybe.
You know, he was the one that was one of them before that was in that four fouls that was called.
No, that was 0.
Oh, was it 0?
That was
okay.
Austin Allen, but
This is going to be Navor Bering.
Yep. Well,
he's not happy about
he
something.
lost his bearings on that play. It's done for the night, unfortunately. Yep. And Fort Morgan's just got to keep from getting chippy and get involved in that.
Right.
You know, coaches really need to be telling them that. Because, you know, if you're Mountain View, you're looking at going 0-5 in league. It's not going to be very fun rest of the season because, you know, they've got to play the same 5 teams or 4 teams that we were talking about.
Right.
And at least they don't have Roosevelt next. Maybe they have Pomona next, and that'll, you know, the only thing worse than playing Pomona at home is having to go to Pomona and play.
Yeah, we did that last year, and that was not good.
That stadium's way out there on the west side of Denver, up in the foothills almost. Off of the Highway 93 between Holden and Boulder.
They will be home to Thompson Valley next week. Fort Morgan will be at Roosevelt. So if that's a 15-yard penalty, we're not going to be kicking from the 40, I don't think. We should be kicking off from the 45 of Mountain View, I would think. Oh, Coach Chisholm out there, I don't know what. Yeah, they're going to mark it off. I'm not sure what Harrison is upset about. But then we'll mark this off. Mustangs will kick off from the Mountain View 45 after the unsportsmanlike conduct and then the ejection of a Mountain View player. I believe it was number 18, Navor Bering.
And in high school, if you get disqualified, you're out for the next game too, I believe. And
yep. So Irvin Melendez Corona, see if he kicks this away. Should be able to get into the end zone, but he's been kicking it off to the side, trying to keep it away from their return people. He's going to squib it once again down to the 15 to the 20, and a big hit, but he does spin. He gets it across the 25 out to the 25, maybe 26-yard line.
The 27-yard line, first down.
First and 10 from the 27. So apparently they're trying to keep it away from their deep receivers. One of them is Austin Allen. The other one might be that Williamson. Williamson's not even in there. He went not on the sideline. He's been there. He has been there back. Frost under center. One receiver split wide left. Put a man in motion, and it's going to be an inside handoff. Nice job there. Who is that got that? That is going to be number 70. That is going to be Leo Caraveo. Nice job by Leo on the inside there. That'll be a loss of 1. It'll be a 2nd and 11 from the 26.
That was Whitcomb is the new back, number 15.
I'm not sure what's up with Williamson. He was in there on the kickoff, but he's standing on the sideline right now. So 2nd and 11 from the 26. Mustangs on defense here, up 28-0, 7:42 and counting here, 3rd quarter. Snap back to Frost. He is being hounded, but he rolls out to his left. Pass downfield, and that is going to be incomplete on the far side in front of Isaiah Ortiz.
Pass ball is incomplete.
As they tried to get that into the hands of King Kenders.
Isaiah Ortiz.
So it'll bring up a 3rd and 11 after the incomplete pass.
3rd down.
Mustang's getting good pressure on him. He had to vacate the pocket and then had a defender closing in on him as he had to throw that ball. And he had to throw it underneath. The receiver had to come back for it. Should have had it, I think.
Yeah, it looked like it was right there. I thought maybe he was going to just pull it down and run because he has got quite a few yards this year. So 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Shotgun formation for Frost. Snap back, and he is going to be counted once again. Now there's a flag out here at the 30. Pass downfield and is going to be caught, I believe, at the 35. There was a mountain lion and a Mustang that were head-to-head here, were fighting it out here at the 30. Maybe they were going to call pass interference on Fort Morgan, maybe. I'm not sure.
Yeah, maybe illegal contact or defensive holding, or
so they will.
Hopefully it doesn't, a mistake doesn't rescue them from their 4th and 3 that they would have, 4th and 2. Oh, face mask.
Oh, they apparently the offensive player grabbed a hold of the Mustang face mask. That'll set him back unless you want to make it 4th down. Where's the?
Yeah, it'll be only 4th and 2.
Oh,
so
yeah, so you're going to set him back.
Should be back from the previous spot, though, not or maybe from the spot of the foul. But
I think it will be from the 31.
Yeah, from the spot, because that's where he's marking it on the side.
So that'll be marked off against Mountain View from there, and that is 15 yards. And what he marked off? 5, 10?
Well,
yeah, he marked it from the 31.
Down to the 16.
Still 3rd down after the 15-yard penalty.
Yeah, we need to move the markers on the far side.
Yeah. Wake up.
So we're saying it's 3rd and 20 from the 15. Pass downfield. It was almost intercepted by Aiden Brown.
Pass ball is incomplete.
It could not come down with it, so that'll bring up a 4th down
Aiden Brown.
for Mountain View.
4th down.
So 4th and 20 from the 16. Dom Marquez and Aiden Brown back for the Mustangs at about their own 40, 45. See if the Mustangs can get him another block punt.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Snap back, good snap. Takes a long time. It's not a real good. Dom Marquez at midfield at the 45, at the 40. Slips a tackle at the 35, the 35, the 25, down inside the 20. Nice return by Dom Marquez. Somebody's down on the far side for the Mustangs.
Marquez on the return.
And that is going to be Sincere Coleman, I believe.
Mustangs take over 1st down at the 17-yard line.
Well, I think special teams has done their job tonight for the Mustangs.
Yep. So a 33-yard return by Dom Marquez.
Just a couple scores from on to running clock here.
Mustangs lead it with 6:49 to go, 3rd quarter. The Beat Diggers won theirs by a count of 42-6. 1st and 10 Mustangs from the Mountain View 17. going to be an inside handoff to Marquez, and he's going to get it down almost to the 10. Looks like it'll be maybe a 7-yard gain and bring up a second down.
Number 25, Dominic Marquez on the carry.
Down to the
Gain
10.
of about 7 yards on the play.
We'll bring up a second and 3 from the 10.
His first carry of the second half.
So Chisholm left, Isaiah Ortiz split wide right. Dom Marquez lines up. Slot position, going to be a snap back, going to be a handoff to Fritzler around this left side. Stiff arm there to the 10, down to the 5, maybe the 6. It should be enough for a first down.
Fritzler on the carry.
I don't see any flags on the field, so it should be a first and goal.
6-yard line, I believe.
I gave him the 6.
I can't tell where they're marking it. It's first and goal at the 6.
Gain is good for a Mustang.
A nice run there by
First down.
Ben Fritzler. Little stiff arm there. He almost pulled out of it, but finally ended up getting drugged down by that stiff arm. But he is one tough dude to bring down, that's for sure. Ortiz split wide right. Chisholm to the left. And delay of game. Oh, that was close. About time they snapped it through the whistle, through the flag, so that'll set them back 5. Still first and goal, but this time it'll be from the 11.
Probably at this point they'd go for the field goal if they don't get it in.
Be a good chance for to see what Frankie can do. Apparently they found their extra point kicker, which was lacking early on. With Ortiz wide right again, Chisholm to the left. They're already down to the. They better get it. There we go. Got the snap off to Fritzler around this left side at the 10, at the 5, and he is going to go into the end zone. They're going to call him short.
I'm surprised they don't call another flag on him.
Yeah.
Why would you do that? Trying, jump up in the air like hurtling, even though there wasn't a player there. Really?
So I'm not sure what they're discussing. Something. They haven't thrown a flag. They're going to give him the touchdown.
Touchdown,
So
Mustang.
Ben Fritzler with the 11-yard run.
Number 13, Ben
The second
Fritzler
touchdown of the
carry.
night. On his 14th carry.
So I'm not sure what they were. Maybe they were trying to figure out where he was when he was finally knocked out of bounds. If he had broken the plane or something, maybe. But 5:58 left here in the third quarter. The Mustangs add another touchdown on, make it 34-0. That is going to be up and good. Nice kick there by Frank
The extra point attempt
Urias.
is good.
PAT is good. My pencil jumped there for just a minute when that went off. I don't understand what happened there. But. So 35-0.
This is a good, solid victory for the Mustangs. Just what they need to get some confidence going in.
Yep, going to be on the road to Roosevelt. But did you know this third quarter was brought to you by Buildings by Design? First impressions are important. Buildings by Design will make your vision a reality. Visit buildsbydesign.com.
That was nice of them to bring the third quarter for us. Really appreciate all the sponsors that allow us to come out here and broadcast the game for you good folks in Fort Morgan and beyond.
Let's all rise for the kickoff.
Be interesting to know who's farthest away from Fort
Yeah.
Morgan and listening to this game on the internet, maybe.
Yeah, could be around the world someplace.
Timbuktu.
That's right. Listening to Fort Morgan football on B106.com. That time it's a straight off kick, and that's going to be about 17 out across the 20 to the 25 to the 30. And we got Austin Allen that with that. It was.
Stop is made by number 14, J.D. Carrera.
Carrera with the stop. So it'll
Return is to the 30.
Mountain View's ball. 5:52 to go, third quarter.
First down, Mountain Lions.
From their own 30.
You said
Okay,
they
now
play
it's going to be the 31.
Thompson Valley,
Yeah.
so it's really a home game even if it's an away game, or an away game if it's home, because it's the same field they play on regardless.
Okay.
Guess they have to stand on the opposite sideline, but
Go into the visitors' dressing room.
right. We had that situation in
Illegal substitution. Now they call it. He didn't.
Illegal substitution on the defense.
I think what it was, he was in formation, and
Right.
that's why they called it. He wasn't trying to get off. That's the third time tonight that that's happened. This first time they called it.
But usually on defense, they wait till the play starts or whatever
Right.
to give them a chance to figure it out. But it's up to the 36.
1st and 5 at the 36. Mountain View of the tight formation, put a man in motion. It's going to be an inside handoff. Nice job there, and that's going to be
Good read.
number 32.
Stop made by number
Quentin
22,
Alleman.
Quentin Alleman.
A nice job by Alleman to
Second down.
be a loss of 1, it looks like. It'll bring up a 2nd and 6 from the 35, but nice job there by Quentin Alleman.
Yeah, and that was that that single wing. That's one of the plays you really have to be watching for, because that guy out at the wing comes around and runs that cross buck or counters. Know the name for it.
Sure. He's only a sophomore, so nice job there by the sophomore. So linebacker for the Mustangs. One receiver split wide left. Williamson in the backfield. And Frost drops back, gets past the initial bunch of rushers, and then he throws it out to the left and overthrows his wide open receiver.
Yeah, someone forgot to cover number 4.
Owen Mensa.
Mensa.
Third down.
Yeah, I don't know if they were coming up, going to support the run when he started to take off, or if they just lost him in the mix, but brings up a 3rd and 6 from the 35. Ben Fritzler back into the game. Coming out is going to be, I don't know, we don't have a 71. Anyway, it is 3rd and 6, Mountain View. As they await the snap, 2 receivers right, 2 left. Frost is going to be taken down in the backfield. There was no blocking up front whatsoever, and there was a host of Mustangs. Alleman was one of them.
We sent
And
6
on
on
the
that
stop
blitz.
in the backfield,
Anthony
number
Cibrian was
52,
another.
Anthony Cibrian.
Nice job there by the front defensive line of the Mustangs. There was no blocking there for Frost whatsoever. So that was going to be a loss of 5.
And that, means they have to punt. Maybe at 4th and 5, you might think about it, even though it's deep in your own territory. But now there's no way you can go for it.
4th and 11 from the 30.
Only had 2 plays this long.
Gets that punt off. Did Mustangs hit it? They better get on it, and they do.
Yeah.
Jaden Carrera was running down the field, and I believe it ended up hitting him, but he did cover it.
Jaden Carrera at the
that
41-yard line.
was a
First
little bit of
down,
the luck.
Mustangs.
Luck of the Mustangs.
Are they Irish tonight? The luck of the Irish.
Yeah.
So the Mustangs will take over. If we can get a touchdown on the board here, we'll shorten the time of this game by a little bit.
Only 49 yards away.
So 1st and 10 from the 41, their own 41, with 3:56 to go, 3rd quarter. Seems like it's been a long quarter. Snap back to Aiden Brown. He's going to have to get on it, and finally does, but that's going to be clear back inside the 30. Apparently they're going to give JJ the rest of the night off, apparently.
In on the sack, number 48, Leo
I
Martin.
don't.
Second down.
I'm guessing they're just going to rest JJ. There's no use being out there and end up hurting that shoulder once again. So they'll bring up a second down. That was a loss of 10, 13.
Yeah, that was a rough one.
Second and 23 from the 28. Snap to Dom Marquez along that right side. He's going to get it out across the 35, the 40, 45. Nice job there, Dom
Number
Marquez.
25, Dominic Marquez on the carry.
And why are they? Yeah, I don't know why the.
Stopped at the 49-yard line.
I'm not sure why the
Third down.
umpire in the back or in the defensive backfield was wanting to stop the clock. It wasn't a first down. That'll bring up a 3rd and 2.
Nice romp of 21 yards though for the freshman. It gives us a look at what we'll be seeing the next 3 years.
Yep.
And if he stays like that, that's quick and hard running. He carried that one defender about 10 yards at least.
2 receivers. Looks like Harrison Chisholm's going to call a timeout.
Timeout, Mustang.
They've got some new players in there. Of course, Aiden Brown in at quarterback now. Dom Marquez in there. Maybe he's just going to get him settled down here, get him in the right positions. Gordon Insurance. Be prepared for everything life throws at you. Car insurance, life insurance, farm insurance, and crop insurance. All at Gordon Insurance. Visit GordonINS.com. But as we've been saying, we'll look forward ahead here just a little bit. We'll be at Roosevelt next week at 7 o'clock on Morgan County's B106. And then the following week we will be, what they were looking at over there.
Loveland.
At Thompson Valley, yes. Loveland to take on the Eagles. That'll be, it initially had been a 6:30 game. It is now a 7 o'clock game. Then home to Pomona and then finish the year out at Severance.
That's a stadium I haven't been to.
So 3rd and 2, snap back to Brown. It looks like he's got room to run if he would just go take it. And he does, and he will get the first down as he gets across down to almost the 45. Looks like there's he gets up. There was a player from Mountain View down. He is up. So that'll 1st and 10 Mustangs. Nice way to overcome. Dom Marquez did a lot of that on 2nd down. Picked up all but 2. So 1st and 10 from the Mountain View 45. 2:10 and counting here, 3rd period. Mustangs lead at 35-0. 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Knowledge Harris into the game in the slot formation. Dom Marquez, 35. And he'll get to the 40, maybe inside the 40. He's a tough little runner also.
Dominic Marquez on
Get down to the 39. That'll be a gain of 6.
Gain of about 5 yards on the play. 2nd down.
It's going to be about 2nd and 4 from the 39.
Yep, just keep pounding them. I don't know whether they've got their second team in to get a little experience for them or they still got their starters in there.
Snap back to Brown. Yep, it's going to be, yep. I didn't know if he was supposed to take it or not. I'm not sure what happened there. Aiden Brown looked like he was looking for the ball, but Dom Marquez ended up with it, but that's going to be a loss back to about the 42. That'll be a loss of 3. Yep. 3rd and 7 from the 42. Something just didn't look right there. Now, maybe we've got some new guys up front on the line because they were, Mountain View was in there pretty quick. So we're under a minute to go here, 3rd period. Jaden Carrera split wide to the left, Knowledge Harris inside of him. 2 receivers to the right. Aiden Brown's going to put, Mustangs just moved the right guard. Flinched. I believe that's Anthony Cibrian. That'll be back 5 yards for the Mustangs.
False start on the offense, 5-yard penalty.
So 3rd and 12.
3rd down.
Just making it more difficult.
Yep.
1st down to pick up.
47. wind the clock with 35 seconds to go. I'm telling Aiden Brown, I think, to keep an eye on the back judge. No use to run a play if you don't have to, but they're going to put Frankie in motion once again. Oh, over the head of Brown, and Dom's going to pick it up at the 30, at the 35, at the 40, at the 45, at the 50. Hang on to that ball, buddy, and he gets it back down to about the 41-yard line. That was
Dominic Marquez on the carry.
crazy.
Yeah, he's a gamer, that's for sure.
That was a 3rd and 12 at the 47, and it was hiked over everybody's head back, and he picked it up about the 30 and got it back down to the 42-yard line. But that's the end of the third quarter with the Mustangs leading at 35-0 on Morgan County's B106 and the Eastern Plains Sports Network. Quarter number 4 getting ready to start here with the Mustangs leading at 35-0.
Edward Jones.
They're facing a, I
Brothers.
don't know what it ended up. Where'd they end up with that 4th and,
On the
about
42.
4th and 12, about, no, it's inside the 10, or 4th
City
and,
Barbershop.
let's see where they finally put it. I didn't catch to see where he finally got it back to, but
Yeah, he got it back to the 42, and it was started at,
at the 47.
they're marking it at 45 was the starting point. 42, so 7 yards.
Thompson Family Dentistry.
Okay.
Liprino.
See if we get it set up here. Number 27 going in for the Mustangs. Alexis Melendez Corona.
Mustangs as we begin the fourth quarter.
That's our first punt.
So 4th and 7, yep. And the 42. Oh, Frankie dropped the ball, and he's going to be sacked, taken down inside the 45-yard line. It was a good snap. It was maybe a little low, but not bad. But he ended up dropping it and ended up getting taken down.
42-yard line.
Yeah, you can't blame the center for that one. That
No.
was definitely right where he needed it. So you're up 28-0, and you start sliding back into some of those mistakes. I mean, after all, they are high school kids, but
Yep.
you know that is the key. The team that can keep from making those little mental lapses, like snapping it past the quarterback on the previous play. Just
Yeah, they weren't ready for that at all. Is it what is the clock in high school? Is it 40 seconds like it is?
that I'm not sure.
I'm not sure, but it looked like they were telling him to wait for but that wasn't on Aiden Brown. That was on the center. He heard something that apparently thought he was supposed to hike it, but
Right.
Mountain View on offense, 2 receivers left, 2 right. It looks like the Mustangs offsides once again.
Yep, and that's smart call by the coach. You got the JV kids coming in there, you know, maybe new kids haven't played all game, and they're all hyped up to show their stuff and excited. And you quick count them, hard count it, and get an easy 5 yards on the deal.
So 1st and 5 for the Mountain View Mountain Lions. See, Brush ended up winning their game 42-6.
That's good.
So 2 receivers right, 2 left. Frost shotgun formation with Williamson to his left. He looks downfield, and he is going to be brought down. Yep, he's going to be thrown for a loss. Back at the 42, maybe 42, 43-yard line. So a sack for the Mustangs. Noah Vasquez in there.
31, Cooper Bolliard.
Do not have who number 71 is.
2nd down.
Sack for the defense, back to the 43.
Wiggins losing 27-13 with 11 minutes left in the fourth quarter.
Mountain View, 2 receivers right, 2 left. Same formation they've been running out of. Frost in the shotgun formation, Williamson to his left. Snap back's going to be to Williamson as he goes around that right side. Tries to cut it back in, and he is met over there at about the 40-yard line. And I believe that was Jordan Perez with the hit.
3rd down.
So it brings up a 3rd down for Mountain View from the
First carry
39,
by
3rd and
Williamson.
7.
Mona now up 9-7 over Roosevelt in the third.
3 receivers left, 1 to the right. Mustangs are bringing pressure. Frost is going to get out of pressure over that far side across the 30 to 20. Then he's finally going to be run out of bounds.
Number 14,
Mustang
Kent Frost
brought the
on
pressure, but the
carry.
defensive end did not hold his position out there as Frost got around the end.
Spot
That will
at
be
the
a first
25-yard line.
down as they get to the 25. 14-yard run there by Frost. You think that Frost the coaches when he gets around the end like that?
What's that?
You think that Frost the coaches when he gets around the end?
Yeah. The defensive coaches?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, we haven't had the greatest of defensive end play tonight. They've really been able to attack the edges pretty good. I was kind of surprised that they haven't run more to the outside.
3 receivers left, 1 to the right. Shotgun formation. Frost rolls out to his left, pumps, and then he's going to throw it and going to be down at the 20, but there's a flag at the 15. That came from the
It's like a hold.
back judge.
Defensive hold before the throw.
So we will get the call here. Holding, yep, good call, coach.
Holding on the defense.
So you probably take the penalty and make it, what, 1st and 5. Is defensive holding a 5-yard penalty?
Right, because otherwise it'd be 2nd and 5.
Right. 10-10 left to go here in quarter number 4. They get, what are we doing? Oh, they're going to mark it off. Okay.
Well, the coach doesn't even know there was a penalty.
No. He had was talking to the quarterback. So they'll bring up, it'll be 1st and 5. But
Oh,
10
it's a
yards.
10-yard penalty in high
Okay,
school.
sorry.
Definitely take that.
So 1st and 10 from the 15.
Does result
See if
in
the
a
Mustangs
Mountain
can
View first down.
stiffen here as they
Ball at
wind the clock.
15-yard line.
Getting down under 10 minutes. Three receivers near side, 1 to the right. Going to be a pitch to Williams, and he gets down inside the 15, and he is going to be hit head on by Isaiah Ortiz.
Stop made by number 23.
12. But Williamson, he got over to that edge, and he saw the pressure, the defenders coming. He just kind of stopped and put his head down. He didn't want to get hit, it didn't look like.
Yeah, he put his head down like he's going to run him over, but then stopped
Yeah.
and took the hit instead of delivering it.
That's when you get hurt. When you duck your head like that and you get hit, that's what causes neck injuries. So we're second at the 10. That was a loss of 2, so that'll bring up.
No, a gain of 3.
I can't count. 2nd and 7,
From the 12, because we were on the 15.
12-yard line. 3 receivers left. Going to be a handoff to Williams. No, it's going to be a keeper by.
Good job by
Frost.
71 on
we don't,
Mustangs.
I don't have a name for him.
Number 71.
They don't have it either.
It'll bring up first down.
It's too bad. I wish we had it. He's had a couple of good plays tonight.
Yep. Hopefully they'll have him on the thing next week.
Looks like a no gain still. Oh, they're going to give him 1, 3rd and 6 from the 11. But a nice job there by the interior of the Mustang defense. Frost in the shotgun formation. Williamson to his left. Looks down, look over. It's going to be intercepted by the Mustangs. Down this left sideline at the 20, 25, 30, and finally, nope, still going at the 40, 45, 50. Finally going to be brought down in Mountain View territory, and that is
Bella Ortiz.
Well, that is going to be
Musafeli.
Musafeli.
Yeah, Musafeli.
Rhea Benny Musafeli. I'm sorry if I'm botching that, but
Yeah, there's no way you're going to get that one right. But
But,
it was a great play.
it was a great play. I mean, it was. They were looking for right over the middle of the field, and it was intercepted. I mean, right in his breadbasket. He almost had to wear that to not catch it. So
The other than that blocked punt, which was early a fumble, that's the first turnover.
yeah.
And mean, neither team's fumbled or thrown an interception
Against the Mustangs.
that I can recall. Oh,
Gonna come back.
sideline infraction. So they're going to take 15 yards off of.
Jeez. You know, it's still Mustang territory or Mustang possession, but
We've seen a lot of things that we don't normally see.
man, it's been a long second half.
First down for the
What?
Mustangs at the 42-yard line.
1st and 10 Mustangs at the 42. 8:30. Oh, another
Timeout, Mustangs.
timeout here by Coach Chisholm.
There's always those growing pains when you're getting a bunch of new kids in there and they haven't played together, you know.
Yeah.
A lot of times I remember we would always try and say, okay, starting JV offense, go in. You know, if you have such thing, because then they know who's on that, and then you can sub in from there. But that way you don't have to say, okay, I was in last time, should I be in this time? You know, you
Yeah.
got to ask your coaches. And then, oh, it's raining.
Yes, it is. Good pickup there, Coach.
All of a sudden I looked and it's like, that wasn't like that before.
Weatherman Rhode, very good.
Must be that
First down for the Mustangs.
hurricane
That's the timeout.
from out in the Pacific.
Oh yeah.
That's spitting up all that. They said that we might get some, but I don't think we're supposed to get a lot. It's a nice gentle rain.
Yep. No wind.
It almost looks like snow falling.
Yeah.
So gentle and small.
I'm sure we're still upper 60s. Hand off to Dom Marquez. He goes around that left side. 45, 46, 47 yard line. We got guys out here blocking downfield. A couple of kids.
Yeah, 72 did a number on him. Zanu
Males, the new.
Mail. Zanu. He blocked his kid all the way to the sideline from the interior of the line. So what do we get to the 46?
Yep.
So 4 yards for
4
Dom.
yards, so 2nd and 6.
I sure like the way Dom runs.
Yeah. I'd like to see him get out in the open because I've seen him when he was in middle school, and he's a fast kid. Down to 7.5 left. Mustangs lead at 35-0. High snap, going to get it off to Dom Marquez. Comes around this right side, midfield, 45-40, 35-30, 25-20. Cuts it in 15-10. That looked like a horse collar tackle, but they did not throw it. No, we got a flag back here at the 45, though.
And Dom is hurt.
And that's why they should call that. That's supposed to be called that, and they didn't throw a flag.
Yep, holding against the Mustangs.
And that's all coming back. But he got drugged down. That's why they have that penalty in there, and they didn't throw it.
Injured Mustang number 25.
And I don't know why,
Who
but
hopefully
that-
will be back on the field soon.
Flags are sitting about the 45. I think Coach Chisholm is
He's
giving
giving
him an
piece,
earful.
but he's not going to admit that it was at this point.
No. To me, it looked like,
Yeah.
and that's just how you get hurt.
A hold
That's
that
the
was
reason they
Come
have
down
that
to the back of the
15-yard
legs.
penalty.
in the back that was accepted against the Mustangs.
So that'll be back to the 44, 45. How far are they?
44.
So it happened downfield quite a ways. So it's going to be 2nd and 8
Second down.
from the
Wonder who they
44.
Put in there as running back now. 9, is it?
Joseph Caravella, if it is number 9. One receiver to the left, 2 to the right. Going to be a drop back for Aiden Brown, and he is going to work out of being sacked. Floats the ball down field, tried to get it to Sincere Coleman, but just put it out of his reach.
Jaden Peretti on the coverage.
Let's see what they're going to do. That should be 3rd down now. Jordan Perez into the game. So 3rd and 8 from their own 44. Stops the clock at 6:51. The Mustangs lead at 35-0. Isaiah Ortiz wide right. Sincere Coleman inside of him. Two receivers to the left. Snap back to Brown. Drops back. Looks down. Looks. Isaiah Ortiz trying to get open for him, but he's going to pull it down and get it across midfield, and he drops him right into the hands. Oh, my goodness. He was hit, fumbled the ball into the air, and then it was picked right out of the air by number 9, Joseph Caravea. He was right there, went right back to him. That was crazy. Let's see if it's going to be and they get a first down out of that.
Mid-air.
And that's just the way they drew it up, too.
Yeah.
Wow. Aiden Brown starts running down the sideline, gets hit, fumbles the ball into the air. Joseph Caravea goes right into his hands, and he gets far enough for a first down.
He didn't even lose stride.
Nope. So it'll be 1st and 10 Fort Morgan from the 48-yard line of Mountain View. Two receivers to the right. Looks like Chisholm out wide left. Delay. Boy, I don't know what's taking them so long to get started on the play, but that'll be a
game against the Mustangs.
5 yards back. They'll bring up 1st and 15.
Still first down.
Gives them more time to run time off the clock. Yep. The 47. Snap back to Brown. Surveys the field. Going to be out here to the left. Going to be into the hands of Isaiah Ortiz.
Pass is completed to number 23, Isaiah Ortiz.
And he is going to be down at the
Stopped at the 45-yard line.
45-yard line of Mountain View.
Second down.
We'll bring up 2nd and 7.
First completion for Brown. 3rd catch for Ortiz. Manageable 2nd and 8 now. 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7. Chisholm wide left. Isaiah Ortiz to the right. Brown's going to pull it down and keep it inside the 40 and 35, 30, 25, 20, 15. He breaks a tackle, 15, 10, 5, and he is going to be into the end zone for the touchdown. Fort Morgan.
Running clock, baby.
Yeah, we got it. Yep.
Number 11, Aiden Brown.
And there she goes. Nice job there by Aiden Brown. 45 yards out. Broke a couple of tackles along the way, but nice job there by Aiden Brown. He's got a little speed out there. I wasn't sure how fast he is, but once he got out in the open, then he broke a tackle down there about the 10.
Yeah, I thought that safety was going to get him for sure, and he didn't look like he even wanted anything to do with it.
No, and maybe that's why they're 1-4.
Yeah.
Snap back, kick up, and it looks like it's right down the middle. Time for the cannon to go off one more time.
Is good.
So 42-0 Fort Morgan as the clock runs. A nice job by the Mustangs that started that drive at their own 42-yard line. Aiden Brown takes it in from 45 yards out.
I don't know about their linemen, but Mountain View definitely had their starting safety in. 0 Austin Allen. He's been playing the whole game back there at safety. So
the Mustangs will improve their record to 2-4. They will win their first league game.
Yep, tied for first place in the league. With 2 other teams instead of all 6, we were earlier today. Yeah, it's a good victory for Mustangs. Homecoming will be a good dance tomorrow. Everybody will feel good. Then we can start getting ready for Roosevelt.
Yep.
See, like now the rain has stopped.
Melendez Corona ready to kick it off.
Very light.
It's pretty light. It's going to be bounced. They're going to let it roll. They're lucky it went into the end zone. They just let it go right between both of them.
Yeah, they've just quit.
Kickoff goes into the end zone for a touchdown.
I feel sorry for those coaches having to,
First down,
because
Mount
no
Lions.
matter how bad you're losing, you want your kids still out there fighting, and they just let it go between them like they didn't care.
So 1st and 10 from the 20. Kevin Schaefer and the Carmel Prep scoreboard will be on at 9:30, I believe.
We have to fill in till then. How much time's on the clock?
There is 2:48 and counting.
Okay, I'm going to assume that Mountain View is going to run out the clock.
So 1st and 10, Mountain View from their own 20. Frost is still in there. Handoff up the middle, and nothing there for Mountain View, and that was Leo Caraveo.
Stop number 68, Alvin Coro. 2nd down.
So 2nd and 10 from the 20, no gain. Because they had like 5 different guys that have taken snaps this year, but you're down 42-0 and still running your first string quarterback, but all you're doing is handing off anyway. So, but Williamson in there to his right, to his left, excuse me. 3 receivers to the left. They're going to still try and get something here. It's going to be a pitch on the right side and getting across up to the 30. Should be enough for the 1st down. Minute 44 and counting. 1st and 10 from the 30. Mountain View hustles up there. They're still trying to.
First down at the 30-yard line.
Still fighting, trying to see if they can get something on the board. So 2 receivers, right to left. Snap back to Frost. Rolls out to his left, pass down here, and it's going to be complete on the 45 at the 50, 45. He stepped out. He says he didn't, but ref said he stepped out at the Mustang 48-yard line.
Out of bounds at the.
That saves the Mustangs.
Yeah.
Shut out.
That gain is good for a Mountain
It'll be a 1st and 10 at the Mustang 48. Under a minute to go here, 56-55. The Mustangs try to get set up on defense. 2 receivers right, 2 left. Frost drops back, going to roll out to his left. Pass is going to be incomplete and out of bounds, but does not matter. The clock will still run.
Second down.
They'll bring up a 2nd and 10 from the 48, but nice win here, as we said earlier, by the Mustangs. Got that nasty taste out of their mouth after the Eaton game. 16 seconds. Yep, Mountain View is done. They're not even going to try to run another play. So this game will come to an end. The Mustangs win it by a count of 42-0. You need a minute or 2 for
A couple minutes maybe.
Okay, we will send it back to the station. The Mustangs win at 42-0. We will be back with the postgame show on Morgan County's B106 and the Eastern Plains Sports Network. Postgame show is brought to you by Western Engineering Consultants, providing a big firm product with small firm relationships since 2003. Visit westerneci.com. Well, the Mustangs win it by a count of 42-0 over the Mountain View Mountain Lions. The Mustangs got on the board first with a block punt, and Jordan Perez ran it in for a touchdown. PAT was good, 7-0. The Mustangs on the next possession, Ben Fritzler takes it in from 6 yards out. PAT once again is good, 14-0. Mustangs on their next possession is a 16-yard pass to Broden Jess. PAT is good, 21-0. And that's how the half came to an end. The Mustangs open up the second half on their possession on a 23-yard touchdown pass to Frank Urias. PAT once again is good, 28-0. Mustangs then on 3 plays, 11-yard run by Fritzler takes it in, 35-0 after the PAT. And then the Mustangs close out the scoring on a touchdown run, 45 yards by Aiden Brown. PAT once again is good, 42-0 Mustangs. Kevin's got some numbers for us.
All right. First of all, for Mountain View, they ended the night with a total of 25 rushing attempts for 72 yards. So we held them to under 3 yards per carry. That's a winning night. Passing, Frost had 8 completions for 19 attempts with 1 interception and a total of 85 yards. So we held them on offense to 159 yards, which is great defensive effort by the Mustangs. Offensively, we ended up with 30 carries for 192 yards in the running game, which is just about 6.5 yards per carry. It came this way. Fritzler had 14 carries for 98 yards, 2 touchdowns. Dom Marquez had 8 carries for 43 yards. Brown had 6 carries for 42 yards and a touchdown. Urias had 1 carry for 9, and JJ had 1 carry for 0. Passing, JJ was 7 of 10 for 2 touchdowns and 132 yards. Brown was 1 of 2 for 7 yards, giving us a total of 139 yards passing and 231 yards total offense. Those passes went two to Urias for 41 yards and a touchdown, 3 catches by Ortiz for 23 yards, 1 catch by Jess for 17 yards, and a touchdown on that deflection that he was wisely jumped on and convinced the ref was a touchdown. Chisholm had the 1 catch for 54, where that was just threaded in there perfectly. And then Fritzler towards the end had 1 catch for 4 yards. So overall, I think looking at the keys of the game, definitely Mountain View made more mistakes, more penalties. We still had some penalties that hurt us, and against a team like Roosevelt coming up next week, we're going to have to limit those down some more. But we made some good plays, and some young kids got a chance to get out there and improvise a little bit and just play the game. And those are the plays that you remember. Oh yeah, do you remember when you ran that down and you got hit and the ball flew out and just came right in my lap and I caught it and ran. Those are the memories, the fun plays. You don't like to have fumbles, but the luck was with us tonight also, I think.
Yeah, you couldn't have scripted that. The way you hit and went right into his arm, they ended up with a first down on the play. So, player of the game, Premier Farm Credit. For over 100 years, they've been providing affordable, reliable, and consistent credit. Visit PremierACA.com. And I think that's who I was going to go with, Ben Fritzler as our player of the game. Oh, man. Yeah, a couple of touchdowns and some yardage there, and he is one tough kid. As we said before, he just soon deliver the blow as wait for them to come to him. He'll put his head down, he'll run right to him and just want to knock him down. So, one tough kid. So that's somebody that they missed last year. So
for sure.
But
all right.
We'll wrap this up here. Our engineer and producer of Fort Morgan Mustangs football tonight has been Dylan Watson. For Kevin Rhode, this is Brian Nickell. Once again, the final score, the Mustangs beat Mountain View 42-0. You've been listening to Fort Morgan Mustang football on Morgan County's B106, B106.com, and the Eastern Plains Sports Network. Good night, everybody.